9:25 this morning over that. So hopefully my internet will hold out for this. So Todd, before I get started, I sent you 2 videos. Are we good with those? Can you tee those up for just a little bit later?
Yeah, yes. I'll play the videos. You just tell me when and we'll let her rip.
Beautiful. Thank you, Todd, so much. I've got one from Louie and one from Laura. I know Laura sent a community video, and then Louie had a great sunrise video that he did down at the Keep. So I just wanted to showcase those, and we'll get to them. So we'll go ahead and get started because it's about 4 minutes after 9:30. So we don't want to keep you guys. Thank you so much for jumping on the call this morning and for taking some time to chat amongst our Global Luxury members. It's always nice to, well, I don't really see your faces, but it's always nice to see your names pop up on the screen and know that you're here. And feel free to jump in, and you can hit the comment box in the bar on your screen to chat any questions or anything that you want to chat about, and I will jump in and get it. I believe Tammy may be on the call, and I know Todd's of course on the call, so we'll get through everything as well as we can. So I want to do a couple welcomes. First of all, I know we have some affiliates joining us from our mountain areas throughout Colorado. So thank you so much for jumping on and joining us this morning. Always great to have you with us. And also, of course, our friend CJ from Havenly, who is here to chat a little bit about our partnership with Havenly and what they have to offer all of our GLMs in terms of some nice packages, design packages for your clients that you'll be able to provide them. So again, it's just a nice additional touch that you can reach out to them and provide them with something super significant and valuable that I think they would really enjoy, especially now while some people are home, most people are home, and gives them an opportunity to maybe do some different things around the house that maybe they wanted to get to and haven't had an opportunity. So I hope that some of you were able to join the Global Luxury panel yesterday that Craig Hogan hosted. Jade Mills was on, and Wendy Walker was on. A couple other of our luxury agents throughout the country were on, and they were talking a little bit about what they're seeing, in their various markets and what they're doing. And we all seem to have the same similar mindset that demand, right? You keep hearing this word demand. And I think that as we navigate through such yes, it was Sandy, thank you. I think as we navigate through so much of a challenging and unprecedented time right now, I think that brings up an interesting point that we will see a lot of demand, both on yes, Lisa, it was recorded. So we will make sure to get that recording out. Courtney's actually recording our meeting this morning, and we do have a recording of the panel. So what I'll do is later today, I'll follow up with everyone and I'll get those links out so you all have them. So we'll follow up with those. But I do think that what we're definitely going to see as we go through this challenging time and hopefully pass through it soon is that we are going to have some pent-up demand on both the buy side and the seller side. So we talked a little bit about that and how many people are of the mindset that even though, thanks Todd very much for sending that, even though we are going through such an unprecedented time with this current situation with this virus, that this is not this is not driven by housing, this circumstance that we're in. So even though the housing market will be affected, and that will be something that we'll wait to see, what impact it has on the housing market, if any. It's not, the driving force behind this isn't housing. So we want to make sure that when we pass through it, which we will, that we're ready and well positioned to deal with our buyers and sellers, especially knowing that we're most likely getting into a time where home is becoming more important than ever, right? Home has evolved, and it's now not only our home, but it's where we are working now, right? And it's where we're teaching our kids now, and it's where we're coming together to watch movies in the evening now. So it's becoming it's becoming more important than ever, and it's definitely something that we will continue to help people navigate. We talked about it yesterday and how we've been doing this well over 100 years, and we're better positioned to help people navigate through difficult times than anyone. So I wanted to touch on that a little bit, and with that pent-up demand leaves the opportunity right now to reach out and touch those clients, right? Those buyers and sellers. And there's a lot of things that some agents are doing right now to just implement some good practices into their routines. And I think that they're seeing some great response. A lot of it is just that reach out. I know a lot of you have been doing that. And, there's a time, I think Wendy Walker mentioned it yesterday when she was talking for a little bit, there's a time where we're selling and there's a time where we're serving. And right now is a great time to just be of service to all of your people, to reach out, to say hello, to chat with them, to be that trusted advisor, and just to be an ear, right? To be there to listen to them and hear what they have to say. And there's a lot of emotions right now, and people are going through this differently. So I think it's a great opportunity to again reach out and maintain those relationships and stay in touch. A lot of agents are implementing too a plan, right? So if you have that pipeline, if you have those clients, implement that plan, right? As soon as this passes, what does that look like? So if you have buyers waiting, right? As soon as this passes, let's talk that through and navigate through a plan to best implement a strategy. So when we get through this, we can make a plan to move forward. Same thing for your sellers, because now we're in this place of we're not sure what this looks like in terms of selling properties, and we're waiting for more direction on some of the orders that we're seeing from the governor and the Division of Real Estate. So it's just making those plans for as this passes, right? When we get through this, because we keep saying we will, what does that look like for our buyers, and what does that look like for our sellers? What does that look like for how we're going to change the way we do business, right? Taking that opportunity to clean up that CRM. Right now is a better time than ever, right? We're able to, all those things that we say, we'll get to, eventually we'll do it. Now is a good time, right? I think we've reached eventually where we're all home and we can take the opportunity to get into that CRM, right? Categorize everyone. Who's a buyer, who's a seller, right? Where are they in your pipeline? How hot are they? Where's their market, right? Especially for your higher end buyers and sellers, now is a great time to reach out and talk to them. Reviews. I know we love our reviews. So now is a good time to talk with those people that you've just, maybe done some business with in the last year or so. If they haven't reviewed you yet on the different platforms or syndication sites, ask them to do it. And build out those social media platforms, right? We have marketing coordinators and amazing resources within Coldwell Banker to help you. Todd and his team are fabulous. So if your social media platforms are not all specifically, up to date, if they're not indicating the global luxury designation, if they're not talking, get into Proxio. I've had so many of you reach out to me to talk through a Proxio presentation. Now is a better time than ever. And if you'd like me to do a virtual demonstration on Proxio and bring in Moira's team from Wealth Engine, I would absolutely love to do that so that we can all, take this time where we're all home to really learn these tools and best leverage them going forward. So if it's something that you would all like, I know some of you personally reached out about them, now is a great time to implement them. So I would love to chat with you all about them. Also, I know some of you have been talking, asking me a little bit about, what can I do in terms of my higher end listings, and how can I kind of leverage them to be seen in front of more luxury clients, right, as we move forward. So if you have those virtual tours or Matterport tours even, I would definitely get those posted and do those social ad pieces. I know Todd's team can help you with those, and they're absolutely great to get out in front of a larger audience of people. So I think that those are great. I'm seeing more and more of them posted from various areas of the country, and I think now is a great time just to showcase those luxury properties that you deal with on a daily basis, and let buyers and sellers know that, you have the ability or you do work within that arena, and that you'd love to represent them if they're looking to move into that arena. So I think that taking the opportunity to leverage some of technology and what we offer, especially here at Coldwell Banker, is really going to position you as we move through this challenging time to be best suited to deal with those luxury clients going forward. And, I can't stress to you enough, having gone through a couple of downturns in a crazy fast-paced market in South Florida, I don't believe that this is going to, I know that it'll impact the housing market to some extent. Anytime we see people losing jobs, we know that we'll be impacted. But I want you to keep in mind that, this is not being driven at all by housing. And, houses are not, for the most part, over leveraged. In Colorado, we have a great market. We're well insulated. We don't have the high peaks and low valleys that some coastal markets have. So I definitely want you to keep that in mind, because now is a really great time to be seen by your sphere as we move forward and move through this, to be that trusted advisor down the road. And keep in touch with your sphere. Know what's happening in the market. And and nevermore has there been an opportunity for us to really leverage the technology that Coldwell Banker provides us every day. So speaking of what we're doing to leverage some technology, I would like to real quick, Todd, if we could showcase Louie's video. And then as I was doing my welcomes, I did let you guys know that we have CJ from Havenly joining us. So I'm going to let Todd showcase this video that Louie sent us, which I thought was really beautiful. And then we will turn it over to CJ for just a few minutes. So thanks, Todd. If you could see that up, that'd be awesome.
Okay, you can see my screen, right?
We can.
Okay, here we go.
Yes.
Oh.
Do we have sound, Todd?
Yep.
Okay. Hey, Todd, is there any way we can, are you hearing it?
Yeah, it's really low, but it's cranked.
Okay.
Crank up your audio on your computer.
Okay. I'd love to see if we can get it with sound. I had
The sound's playing.
who's on?
Todd, it's not playing through.
Yeah, I don't have the sound. You know what, Tammy? I had it up.
Well, he's narrating and just talking about
Yeah,
birds and
that's
the
what I really
sunrise.
wanted, was the narration. It's really kind of it's kind of beautiful. Turned my volume up all the way, no sound. Yeah, we're gonna let's do that. Todd, you know what? I'll try to play it, because my sound was working yesterday. I tested it. So let me see if we can.
Okay.
No problem. Okay, thanks guys for letting us know. If for some reason we can't get any sound, what I'll do is I'll send it out to everyone so you all have it, but I want to try to see if we can tee it up with sound. So CJ, if you're ready, I'll go ahead and turn everything over to you for a few minutes, and then I will look to see if we can get the sound working with that video.
All right. Yeah, I'll be pretty quick, and I'm just grateful to be here. We're all grateful to, be healthy and talking to each other. And my name is CJ Willie. I'm with Havenly. We are based right here in Denver. We're a Colorado success story, founded by 3 women here in Denver, funded by the Foundry Group up in Boulder. And we're about 5 years old. And we're just really happy to have this integration. I today wanted to speak to and present some helpful ways that you can, speak to this time with your network, as Natalie was saying, be supportive and provide something relevant. And it's with our world got turned upside down too. We're better positioned than most to kind of take advantage of this, because we're an all online brand. But at the same time, we completely revamped our entire approach and under the thesis that brands that are supportive and relevant in these times, will be remembered in the good times. And I think that's relevant for all of you. And also important to know that people are home, they're on social media more, they're open to engaging more, and our engagement has actually gone up. So I'll show you some of the things that we've done, and I'm not going to take you through the Havenly process or anything like that. I'm just going to try and be quick today, and I'm going to give you some resources that you can share with your network. We're still doing the free designs for your home buyer clients, and so we'll go into that. I'm going to present now, and if folks can see my screen, that's great. If not, we're being recorded. And hopefully
we can see it.
Great. You'll be able to refer back to it. But this is just a bit about how we completely, mid-March, we were one of 35 tech companies here in Denver that took a pledge to close down even before the governor made his announcement. And we're all going to open together as well, just to do our part, because we feel that we're online and we can work from home. And so we went ahead and did that. And then we also just, in conjunction with that, revamped all of our marketing to get only to a tone of being supportive, and we're here for you to help. And this is amazing. This was, I think, the second week in March, we came up with this as we were going to change everything. And this is, we ran a campaign for 2 weeks around Hardly Alone. We encourage our designers just to reach out to folks in their network and say, hey, if you'd like to talk, let us know. Nothing about their home or design or anything. And we saw engagement go way up. People just wanted someone to talk to through these chaotic times. People are at different stages of life. Some are living alone. Some, are in a house like mine with 3 little young children, and things are crazy. But everyone wants someone to talk to. And so we've actually seen engagement gone up, and we've then pivoted in different phases of this to kind of speak to people's new reality. This was a working from home piece that we did around video conferencing backgrounds, because so many people are in virtual offices, and you can take advantage of these Zoom, Google Hangout backgrounds. I think they work in Microsoft Teams if you have a Microsoft device. I'm on a Mac, so I don't think I can change mine right now, but I'll shoot around these links. Because this is all about potentially, engaging with your network through social media and others. And this is a video that I believe will play with audio, which is, it's only about 30 seconds. And it's this spot that we did that I shared this morning and got great feedback. And let me see if I can get it. All right. I'm sorry if that stopped presenting there in the middle, or maybe started presenting. We're all dealing with tech issues. It popped up and said that I wasn't sharing, so
we're all learning this new virtual world together, so that's okay. CJ, it's a super short video. I don't know if you could, if everyone could see it in the beginning. Could you play just the first couple seconds only? Because I got to see it yesterday and I loved it.
Yeah, let me try this again here. I will-
great. Thank you.
I'll go ahead and I'll send around a link to that in the chat as well as the video conferencing backgrounds, because these are all things that if you want to engage with your network. But let's make sure it's relevant so you guys know what we're doing with Coldwell Banker specifically. And that is, we have this site here. I'll also shoot that link around. And I've put in there in this site different ways that you can communicate to your network. I know I have that pulled up here. And I've created a code if you want to share out to your broader network on social media. You can do either one of these codes. I was texting Natalie before this and didn't know which one she'd
CJ,
go
are they
with.
up or no?
Yeah, are you seeing
Because I
this?
don't. No, I
Sorry.
still see the front facing page for the video.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Are you seeing it now?
1 second. Yep, now we see
Okay.
it.
So this is the site that we've set up specifically for Coldwell Banker Global Luxury agents. We are still doing for home buyers the free Havenly full design. Anyone can feel free to introduce any home buyer, send me their details. But knowing that there's less activity now and around ways that you can engage, we have 3 different ways here. If you want to just share out, for example, that video or the video conferencing or anything else you think is engaging content for your network on social, you can promote, the partnership and that you're supporting this local Colorado startup, which is a great messaging as well with either of these codes. And those are to go out on social. If you want a code that's just for you, my agent Sherry Wall, who told me she couldn't make it today, I'd create one that says, Wall CB VIP or maybe Wallflower if she wants that. But I'll create those individual codes that are 50% off, and those can go to your broader network of buyers or past clients by email. But we like to keep those off of social because we can't have people sharing those. It's kind of exclusive to Coldwell Banker, and we can't have 50% off codes going too wide, but you're free to share that with your network. And then if you have recent home buyers would fall into the Coldwell Banker Global Luxury level of 500,000 or more, you can email me and their details or introductions. We've had some people do that, and I'll send them a package as well. So this site too, I'll send around in the Teams chat, and people can access it that way. But it's just about different ways that, let me see here. Now I'm back. I'm going to switch back over to the presentation. Different ways that we can engage with our network. These are some real Coldwell Banker Global Luxury clients. Natalie, are you seeing my screen now?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Let me go back here. Every time you present, you have to select which window you want to present, I suppose.
Yeah. It's coming up now. Okay, got it.
Yeah. And so these are some real clients that we had that made contact, and through the presentation that Natalie was so gracious to let me give in Beaver Creek. And you can see, these are real homes. And this is our 3D rendering. I think this client's name is Erin. I don't want to give her full name, but she was introduced by a Coldwell Banker Global Luxury agent. Maybe someone recognizes the home. And, it's different from some of the other, this would be our 3D rendering from a home that I would never live in because I have 3 young children and can't have a couch that color or that color. But it just shows you, this is the final deliverable that we're giving to folks now, this 3D rendering, which is a really wonderful thing to have during this time. You're spending more time in your home. If there are projects that you were thinking about doing, now you've got all the time in the world to do them. And so it's a great way to engage. I won't go through the whole presentation. I want to keep it short and relevant here. And for anyone who is in Beaver Creek, you've already seen it. So I'll stop sharing there. But I'm going to send around in the chat some links to that website specifically, and then some of the other content that I mentioned. And if you think it's engaging for your networks, it's a great kind of extra add-on where people are home. They're going to remember that you gave this to them. And you can always feel free to email me directly and introduce any clients as well. It's just cj@havenly.com. Is that about right?
Yes, CJ, that was perfect. Thank you so much. And I know that since we happen to have CJ with us, I know that a lot of you have taken advantage of getting to know him, reaching out to him, and putting him in touch with your clients. Do we have any questions for CJ while we have the privilege of having him with us for a few minutes? Does anyone have anything they want to throw past him? You're welcome to take yourself off mute or type it into the chat box if you would like. But just I wanted to get it in front of him before he maybe jumps out of the meeting. Anybody? Okay, so maybe no questions. But CJ, that was awesome. And I think that especially now while people are considering those home projects, this is a really great opportunity to for all of our Global Luxury members to reach out to their people, right, to their clients, to their past clients, and have that nice offering from Havenly. So it really is something cool to bring right to your clients that they can use right now. And CJ and I were chatting a little bit yesterday, and they are they work in this virtual space. This is how they do things, right? They do things. Yes, Lisa, we'll get the email out to everybody. They've been working in this, this virtual world where they can do room designs remotely. So this whole transitioning to work from home, minus the 3 kids running around, right, CJ, is definitely a space that they're comfortable existing in. So, again, for you to reach out to your clients, even clients that you've closed and maybe haven't had the opportunity to leverage Havenly just yet, now is a great chance to do that and say, hey, I can put you in touch with someone who can help you redesign that living room or give you a rendering of what that, a finished basement could look like. So it's a great opportunity, and we're so excited to have the partnership. So thank you so much, CJ, for joining us this morning.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Thanks. Thank you to everyone for having me this morning. I put the links in the chat there so you can refer to that. And if you missed anything, just shoot me an email, cj@havenly.com, and I'll get right back to you. And thanks for bearing with me through the technical difficulties too. And everyone hang in there and stay healthy.
We are all having technical difficulties, but thank you, CJ. You stay healthy too. Okay, so now that we have been through that, having CJ with us, I know we were going to talk a little bit, and I know LaDawn, you reached out to me, Shannon, you kind of reached out to me, and a few others about just having some time to chat a little bit and do some Q&A and maybe some conversation amongst the GLMs and what they're seeing be successful and what they're having challenges with. So did anyone have anything that they wanted to chat a little bit about? Or Shannon, I know you kind of wanted to maybe lead off with something that you had going on. Did you want to take an opportunity to share that?
Hi guys, I'm happy to share because I feel like good stories right now are something we all need. I had a client that went back on market before the stay-at-home orders came on in Bonnie Bray at 1090 South Fillmore. And what was awesome is that day that the order came out, and I think all of us had a little bit of a panic, like, oh, we can't show anymore. What are we going to do? Should we all pull our listings? What's the right answer? And I chatted with my client first, and I told her, well, one thing I do know is if you're not on the market, you definitely will not sell. So that was our conversation. She said, you know what, I'm going to leave it up to you. Guide me a little bit on if you think we need to go off at any time. I told her I'd be in touch. Well, an agent that had seen it before with their buyer reached out to me and gave me a call and presented an offer based on having seen it in the past. So I really think that there's some opportunities there for us to contact agents while they're at home. If you have a client either on the list side or the buy side, where you might be able to get a pretty decent deal right now. If this one wasn't right at list price, but she's very comfortable where it's at. And we also discussed how the market has changed with jumbo loans, and this was not going to be a jumbo loan and what that meant for her. So I just really think that, try to stay positive with your clients. We don't want to be unrealistic, but if your house is out there, there is always an opportunity it could sell.
Mhm. That's
So,
a really, really excellent point.
Story.
We love feel good stories. Does
Yeah.
anyone else have anything? Anybody? Anybody out there? Tammy Miller, you're on the call. Did you want to say hello for a moment?
Well, of course. Hello, everyone. It's great to see you. I was on the call yesterday with Craig Hogan. That was really an amazing presentation. So I know that Natalie is providing you that link. So if you didn't get a chance to be on there live, check it out. There's some great information there. I also, and I don't know if Christine Sterling is on the call or not, but she sent me a very heartfelt email yesterday from one of our own agents in the Highlands Ranch office, Dan Naseth, and he has a property listed. I believe it's over $1 million, maybe 1.2. And the buyers that are under contract for that home also have a home to list in Bonnie Bray, and then the order came down of no showings. The buyers were very upset, and he sent an amazing email about we're all going to work this out together. So if we need to wait, if the sellers, if the buyers need to wait, the sellers can wait. We're in this together. So I think that there's a lot of compassion right now out there, and I would just encourage everyone to, if you're under contract or contemplating going under contract, that everyone just reach out, keep the lines of communication open. And in this world, we're pivoting as quickly as we can. And I think that includes our transactions as well. Playing nice in the sandbox has never been more important. And we know on this call that real estate in Denver is small. And so how we interact with each other is super important, especially in this luxury piece, because it's even a smaller group of people. So thank you so much for all that you're doing out there to stay connected. I did have one little tidbit to share with you, just maybe a marketing idea. I have an agent who has reached out to a local florist that is still delivering flowers during this time. And so this agent is picking, their top, whatever is comfortable for them. I think it's 20 or 30 of their past clients or their raving fans in that top luxury piece. And they're having, over the next 30 days, they're having a small bouquet of flowers delivered, just thinking about you. Not a hi, we're hoping you want to sell your house, but just staying connected. So I think that there's some opportunities to help support local businesses that are struggling right now, and a way to make our past clients and our sphere just feel good that we're here in the good times and the bad. And Natalie touched on that earlier. So that's really all I have. I'm happy to hang out and listen. This is great. Thanks, Natalie, for the opportunity. And thank you guys for everything that you're doing. I'll give one more plug for our town hall on Monday. Elliot Eisenberg will be joining us. So that will be super entertaining. I don't know how he will perform on video and how animated he's going to be. Chris McGatt is a bit scared of all of that, but we'll roll with it. So thank you guys. If you have any other questions, just shout out and I'll unmute. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Tammy. It's always great to hear from you. I think Tammy makes an excellent point. It's a great opportunity to reach out to those local businesses that are still operating and, leverage them to touch in with your clients and steer, when and where you can implement that. And again, going back to what Tammy said, which is true, you know, once you get into a market where you're working with luxury buyers and sellers, you know, the pool that's already small gets even smaller. So, you know, I think that now having that compassion and that ability to really play nice with everyone will definitely go a very long way as we get back to a normal place, whatever that looks like. Also, you know, I know that there's some questions coming through, which is awesome. Please don't hesitate to keep passing them through. You know, Todd, will you take just a minute to talk about social ad engine, if you don't mind? Because I think that there's a big opportunity there for agents to leverage their high-end videos for their luxury properties, maybe their Matterport tours, or maybe if they don't necessarily have a video, maybe take some, you know, some luxury photos of a listing to put together to like a video type thing. So can you kind of just walk us through some of what's available that they can start to leverage? Because I think marketing now and leveraging the technology that we have is a super valuable piece.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So yes, there are, in fact, 3 tools that we are going to be covering starting Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of next week with our next series of classes and virtual training that we're doing as a part of your Core 4 trainers. And in particular, we're going to be covering a Boost by HomeSpotter, which is a new product that's being made available for you to share on social media. But beyond that, it goes out to the news websites and other websites. It's all geo-targeted. So stay tuned for the link and the information on that relative to Boost by HomeSpotter. We're also going to be training on social ad engine and walking you through
I was thinking about checking
actionable items on how to share your listings, yourself and personal marketing on social ad engine, and really leveraging that tool as well. And then we're also going to be going through Exclusive Look, which is an amazing tool that's available to you right now that enables you to share with your fellow Coldwell Banker agents locally, but also nationally, your listings in a virtual environment. And it gives you the opportunity to share your high-end listings or any of your listings in a real-time format that can be done in a very easy manner. Literally a matter of a few clicks of your mouse, and boom, your properties will be marketed to the masses internally, and that's Exclusive Look and Sneak Peek. So just watch for those emails, those links, and those training times, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of this next week at 2 p.m. We'll be covering that. You're muted, Natalie. Natalie, back to you. You're muted. Still muted.
Okay, now am I off mute? I
She's
kept
back.
clicking
Hi.
it. Wasn't coming off mute. Okay, sorry about that. So I was going to show you all a video from Laura. Todd, do you want to give it a shot and see if we can get sound? I know we've got some questions coming
Yeah.
field.
Let me see if I can roll her video.
Yeah, that's a community video just to talk a little bit about, you know, just lifting some spirits right now and being, I am seeing the questions come in, so just give me a minute. I'm going to go through some of them.
Let's see.
Mark Holmes. Louis Lee, why don't you just, are you there, Louis?
Hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, hold on one second, Louis. Just give, I'm going to try to see if I can play one video and then we will.
Look, can you see my screen? Can everybody see my screen with the video?
I can see your screen, but I see, yes, I can, but I see Louis' video.
Do you want Laura's video?
Well, anything that we can maybe get sound to would be great.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why my machine's not playing audio on videos for some reason.
Okay. Well, you know what? We can send the links out. That's fine. It's no problem. I don't want to have to play them without the sound. I think it would be better received with the sound. So, Louis, did you want to chat with us a little bit about what you're seeing, especially down in your area at the Keep?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Hi.
Oh, okay. Good morning. Sorry, I had
Good
to
morning.
get on and off. In my world, I'm seeing definitely a lot of stress, as everybody. I have lost one buyer, pulled back, just going to wait things out. There's no way that I could physically feel like I'm going to try to talk somebody into doing something this kind of market. They're going to have to be comfortable moving forward. But I do see some buyers who definitely need to move. So those kind of people, we're still trying to help. And I'm definitely talking to some sellers that are nervous, and they're definitely going to try to sell. So to me, that's where we got to focus is, there are going to be people that are going to be looking for steals after this, but they're really going to be buyers that need to buy and sellers that need to sell, and got to stay engaged, work your business plan, try to find those people. I'm feeling, like a lot of my competitors are stopping to work. I can feel it. I hear it. I'm still engaged, trying to communicate with everybody. I'm working my business plan as much as I can. We had a new listing. I had 2 new listings last week, and one of them's already under contract, and the buyer couldn't even get here from Ohio, so we FaceTimed it, and he bought it. So there's some business being done, but those are the kind of buyers who have to buy. Those are the kind I feel like we got to go spend our time and energy with. The ones that are waffling, you just try to be a servant for them and help them, but don't push them. And I just think you just got to go find other people that are ready to write right now. I don't know. That's what I'm seeing and feeling.
Now, Louis, I think that that's a really great point. And I think that that speaks a little bit to the market that we're seeing right now and the demand that we will continue to see going forward, right? Because there are still going to be buyers that need to buy, and there will be sellers that need to sell. And I think that whether we're helping them right now in the capacity that we can, right, best while staying safe and healthy, or we're staying in touch with them, sending them videos, sending them virtual tours, and doing as much virtually as we can, the demand will be there once again we get through this. So I think that it's not, I think that that's a really good point. There are going to be people that need to buy and sell. So, so leverage the technology where you can to keep things moving as best you can, while being sensitive to, the fact that not everyone, some of the people that were, maybe deciding, it might not be a priority for them right now, but you will have those buyers and sellers that it is a priority right now, and for whatever reason they have to buy or sell. Also, I think Shannon, I liked your share. Thank you so much for taking a minute. And also, it's a great opportunity right now for those of you that are leveraging the tools within Proxio to maintain those relationships with agents. So whether they're here throughout Colorado or whether they're in other markets, maybe theater markets that we do luxury business with, it's a great opportunity to reach out to them, check on them, see how their markets are responding to what's going on. Some markets are much more impacted than others, but I think that where you have an opportunity to connect with other especially luxury agents throughout the country, it's a great opportunity as things return to a normal place to, potentially have that referral opportunity or at least that relationship in place. Some questions that we have. So as far as showings go, Tammy, I would need your help to field some of these, but I think that we are still waiting on a lot of direction to come through with regard to the governor's order and the order from CAR in terms of showings and what we can and can't do right now. So I don't really want to get too far down the road with that, only because I don't really have a specific direction.
Okay, well, I will just let everyone know that when the governor spoke yesterday, he had a different perception of the interpretation of the order as compared to the attorney general. So we are waiting. Tyrone from CAR is working on a communication to go out to all members that will speak to the clarification. Governor is saying, yes, we can operate with inspections and such. And the Attorney General the day before said no showings, only closings. So there's just a lot of confusion, and I'm sorry for that, but the number one priority has been and remains the safety of all of our agents and their clients. And we have a social responsibility to be part of the solution in staying home and stopping the spread of this virus. So I will, as soon as we get more information, Chris and I will be putting that out to everybody. And the last thing that I want to say is, regardless of what the order is amended to or how much of our business we can conduct, if you as an agent, or if you are not comfortable, if your seller's not comfortable, a buyer's not comfortable, then just wait. You know, I don't want anyone to feel any pressure or misunderstanding about, you know, being able to work or not being able to work. It's absolutely your comfort level, and we're here to support that.
Thanks, Tammy. I appreciate you chiming in on that. Also, Robert Schilling, thank you so much for bringing that up. If you all can see the comments, you will have some buyers, especially since you're working often in the luxury arena, that will be pulling their money out of certain areas of the market just due to there not being a lot of stability right now and a lot of uncertainty, and they will look for places to put it. And real estate is a solid place to put it, especially with rates being so low right now. So it's a great time to reach out to lenders, right? See where they're at with what they're offering, and again, stay in touch with those clients, because whenever they're looking to potentially move money, you know, it's a great opportunity for agents. I know, you know, in 9 and 10 when I was selling in Florida, it was a great time, and even people that have the ability to buy a property with cash might leverage the opportunity to take a loan, even if it's on even if it's on a lower LTV, just because of the fact that interest rates are so favorable right now. So I definitely think that that's a great opportunity. Reach out to those buyers that maybe were idling and not quite sure if they were going to buy, because I think that there's a lot of confidence in the real estate market right now, and there will be people that are looking to put money into real estate right now if they don't feel as though there's a stable place to put it other than that. I saw some other questions with regard to showings, and I think Tammy covered that pretty well. Todd covered social ad engine pieces, and you can certainly reach out to him for more follow-up with that. I'd like to plan a Proxio and Wealth Engine session. I know some of you have reached out to talk about leveraging Proxio right now more, so that you have an opportunity to link it. You know, it's already fed to your website and can feed to Facebook, and you can send out those sheets. So if you do have sellers that are maybe waiting and they might potentially be going to another area, you can send them listing sheets from other areas. I think it's a great tool to be leveraging right now for connections with both clients and with other agents. So if you want, we can schedule that, and I can get that on the calendar for maybe next week or the following week, and we can do it virtual. And maybe we can have Wealth Engine in to jump in for a few minutes to talk a little bit about how people are using that targeted marketing program right now to maybe get listings in front of qualified buyers during this time where people are looking online for everything, because that's what we're all doing right now, you know, as we're homebound, is going online to find whatever it is that we need, including properties. Johnny, yes, I will. We will get, it's your OA that you need to speak with. But when I send an email out later with the video links that we have, I will, could we do the virtual Proxio? Yes, we can certainly set that up. I will get that on the calendar. I'm getting some text too. So I will get that set up for sure. Yes, and you will talk to your OA with regard to your profile in Proxio. So connect with them. And then if there's any, once your profile is set up and accurate, and just the basics, name, photo, website, all of that information is done, then I can jump in and make sure that you're leveraging it, adding properties. You can do different portfolio pages, different sheets to clients, different features that you can feed out to various social media links. So there's a lot of purpose behind Proxio and leveraging it right now. So yes, we could definitely get that planned, and I will get that on the calendar. I will get with Todd and Tammy to plan that for next week. So that's really all I have. Thank you, Louie, for taking a minute to talk with us a little bit. Thanks, Shannon, for jumping in with some good news. Thank you, Todd. I know CJ left, but a big thank you to CJ. I know some of you have really worked to connect with CJ for your clients, and it's had some great response. So please leverage that when you can. Again, especially now, being that they're so virtual. A big thank you to Tammy for jumping on and joining us as always. And thank you to everyone who took some time out of their morning just to connect. I'd like to continue to do this and touch in with all of our GLMs on a super frequent basis. So I guess next week we'll do Proxio. And for those of you that can join us, we look forward to chatting with you. And if you can't, then I can send out an email with some great information just so you can, just best use right now for the time that we're in. If you need anything, don't hesitate to reach out to me. And for those who are on the call that are not currently GLMs, I don't know if we have any. The certification course is coming up the 28th and 29th. I know you've been seeing my emails go out about them. So if you are looking to get certified, now is a great opportunity since we're all working from home to get that certification done. Especially if this is a place that you want to move into, the luxury market. So keep that at the top of your mind since it's coming around the corner soon. I don't know if you have anything to wrap up with, Tammy or Todd, but you're welcome to if you have anything to throw in there before we finish.
Yeah, just one thing that you may want to think about. I've been getting a lot of questions about the Global Luxury Conference in the fall, and if we're still going to be hosting that. Obviously, a long ways out, anything is possible, but we do have the date and the venue slated, contracted, ready to go. Do you want to announce that, Natalie?
Well, yes, of course. We're going to be, that kind of caught me off guard. But no, I know everyone looks forward to our Global Luxury Business Conference up in Vail, and we're going to be at the Hyatt, correct, Todd?
Yep.
And we have a date of November 5th. Did I get that right? Okay, because you totally put me on the spot there with that. Okay, so something really great to look forward to. We're getting our lineup of speakers in order, but yes, I think that having something to look forward to and to be all back together, especially in a place that we all love so much, Vail, is something that, anything to look forward to right now. Some good news is always good. So yes. Tammy, anything as we wrap up before I let everyone go? I want to make sure everyone can get on with their day.
No, awesome job, Natalie. Thank you all so much. Please be safe out there, and I look forward to being on the Proxio call next week. In the meantime, if you have any questions, whether it's Global Luxury or anything else, let me know. I'm happy to help. Everybody have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, everyone. Have a great day. We'll see you soon.